Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody else here tired of getting advice? Anybody else tired of being told something that you know you've heard many other places, and the person who's telling it to you acts like they just thought of it, like they're so wise, they're so clever. Like, you ever hear this one? Dance like nobody's watching. Dance like nobody's watching. What kind of advice is that? Is that advice that's specifically meant for people who are bad at dancing? I don't dance like nobody's watching, people, okay? I dance like I'm drawing a crowd. Yeah, that's right. Another one that drives me crazy, and I don't even have a cat. Do we have any cat owners here? Anybody with a cat? Yeah, have you heard this one? I hear this repeated so many times about somebody trying to tell a cat owner, oh, you know, if you die, that cat is going to eat your body.
Oh, no.
And they say it again. I've heard this so many times, and they say it. Like, it's going to change your perspective on the world or something. Oh, yeah. And I don't know. It could be true. Who knows?
No.
But that doesn't necessarily prove that the cat is evil or something. It's very, very good chance that that cat is just being practical. I mean, you're the one who brings the food into the home, right? That cat's got to eat something. What does this person expect the cat to do? Get a job? I mean, there's no way. In our modern economy, there's no way a cat is going to have the necessary computer skills to hold down a job. It's absurd. I was at a gas station recently, and I was parked behind somebody at this angle where I caught just a glimpse of them in their car before they got out of their car. But it's that angle where, you know, you just see like part of their head, shoulder, something like that. So it was a chance for me to play a little game that I enjoy playing sometimes. A little game of, is this a man with long hair, or is it a woman with surprisingly muscular arms? It turned out to be a woman with surprisingly muscular arms, which is the more common result. That's what you're going to see more often, is a woman with surprisingly muscular arms. And it occurred to me that particular day that if someone else was parked at the same angle behind me, I could give them the chance to play a game of, is this a man with long hair or a woman with surprisingly muscular arms? Except for one thing, if they did see my arms, whether it's on me, a woman, a child, an old person, nobody's going to look at these arms and say, surprisingly muscular. It's not going to be what they're thinking about these arms. I know that one of these two people is supposed to be this great leader, this brilliant, you know, and the other one is basically like a drifter. But in at least one important way, Popeye is smarter than Julius Caesar. Because Popeye knew better than to trust Brutus. You know, like every now and then Popeye would work with Brutus on a limited basis, temporarily, if olive oil was really in trouble. But he knew better. He never fully trusted Brutus. He would always keep one eye on Brutus, you know. That's a figure of speech when I say keep one eye on him. You know, Popeye always had that one eye that was squinted shut, so he couldn't afford to literally keep an eye on him. But he didn't ever, you know, he wouldn't turn his back on Brutus just to be stabbed in the back. And that's not a figure of speech. That's literally what happened to Caesar. He turned his back on Brutus and got stabbed in the back. Well, as far as I know, anyway. I'm taking William Shakespeare's word for that. I don't do research for these jokes. I just accept what comes my way. You ever do a lot of shopping in a short amount of time? I'm just going to pretend I can see somebody over here. You ever do that? You ever do just a short amount of time? Do a lot of shopping on a weekend or over a day? You know what we call that? We call it a shopping spree. Which, I mean, that word spree just makes anything sound fun, probably. It does make it sound fun, doesn't it? Ooh, spree! Like there should be a little giggle in your voice when you say the word spree. There's a candy that's called spree. It just sounds fun, doesn't it? And there's really only one other thing that we use that word for. Like you might go on a shopping spree, or some psychopath might murder a bunch of people, and we call that a killing spree. So those are the only two things that are so much fun that we use the word spree: shopping and killing. Thanks a lot, everybody.